Ladies and gentlemen, this is William Spring here. I'm talking today about the royal family and going back over a few memories of mine first. In 1952, I was in a primary school. I went to school, walked there, down a long road, under a railway bridge, over a ford bridge, and then up the hill to the school. When I got to the school, the teachers showed us into our classroom and we were told to sit at our desks, fold our arms and be quiet. The next thing, the radio came into the room. We had to keep our arms folded, and we then received the news that King George VI had died in the night. The new Queen was Elizabeth II. All morning we had to sit there in complete silence. We went for lunch, and again we had to sit in silence. All morning we listened to the BBC. That was my beginning of the reign of Queen Elizabeth. Then in 1954, I went to London with my mother, and we were in the crowd outside Buckingham Palace when the Queen came back from her tour of the Commonwealth. I saw her. That was the only time I've ever seen her, really. And after welcoming her back to London, with my mother, we went to my aunt in Seven Sisters Road, who ran a small shop. We sat around and discussed the events of the afternoon, what the weather was like. And my uncle Arthur said something. He said that the centre of British life was the monarchy. I repeat that, the centre of British life was the monarchy, the Queen and the royal family. I didn't see anything more of the Queen. I did see Prince Philip in Zimbabwe after independence, when he got confused between the name of the country, Zimbabwe, or whether it was Zambia. It was Zimbabwe. And I occasionally saw him in the deserts, and not Philip, but Charles, in the deserts of Saudi Arabia, travelling around in a fast car with his minders from the Saudi royal family. Then, when Diana died, my children and I were there in the crowd. So, talking now about Harry and Meghan, just have to say what a deep personal hurt Harry and Meghan have given to the British people. I do not believe Harry and Meghan should ever be allowed back into this country, other than, for example, like funerals. They should be treated like the Duke of Windsor was, their HRH titles taken off them. Sometimes you can't really know how you're going to feel. In 1981, Argentina attacked the Falklands. I remember walking around my swimming pool in Zimbabwe, where I was at the time, absolutely furious with the Argentinians, because we had occupied the Falklands before the Argentine Republic ever existed. If you go on the internet, you can see many things about Meghan and Harry. There is a long continuing psychoanalysis of them by somebody called Tudor, H.G. Tudor, which is extremely good. And then there is Lady C, who you really have to see, who is doing a continuing satirical attack on Meghan Markle and Harry. So I do suggest you look at those channels on YouTube. I prefer to look at it in another way. I see this as a spiritual warfare between the pagan Harry and Meghan, who are consumed by the devil, utterly evil, absolutely treacherous. She is the main mover, of course, having betrayed her own father many years earlier. And we believe that these people I believe they are demon possessed. Therefore, Christians all over the world should pray for their deliverance from the demons which have taken up abode in the bodies of Harry and Meghan. I did want to hold a service at Orange Street Church, a service of exorcism, but my colleague or friend Sid Cordell said, no, you can't exorcise someone who doesn't want to be exorcised. That's a valid point. On the other hand, if we had exorcised Hitler before World War II, maybe there wouldn't have been a World War II. Both Meghan and Harry are fundamental liars, traitors, and in the old days they would have been beheaded on Tower Hill. I don't know why that doesn't happen now. They have betrayed the Queen, the monarchy, the British nation, and are not fit to receive any accolades from their American friends, who include Michelle Obama, President Biden, and so on. In fact, the attitude of President Biden is so hostile to this country by support of Meghan and Harry that I think the Foreign Office should instruct the American ambassador to leave London. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening.